guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about what are data, and the two types we're going to focus on is categorical and quantitative data. So basically, data are information gathered from research and is used in a form of compare and contrast, or to draw a conclusion to, or to make inferences for something. So the characteristics are numerical and they go through a particular observation, but not all data are classified as numerical data. Some can be a category or a label of something, all right? And so data can be stored using various medium. For example, in statistics, we use graphs, we use averages, we interpret the data, we analyze the data. We use words for people to understand what we found and what we are saying. We use tables to graph whatever data we collected, either in tally form or frequency. All right, so let's go to the next one. So the two types of data that we are focusing on is categorical and quantitative. So another word for quantitative is the numerical form, and another word for categorical is qualitative. So people who do research for their thesis, they mainly focus on qualitative research, or persons in the math field, they focus on quantitative researches. And so it varies based on what you want, but we're going to focus some more on this in just a minute. All right, so very important is that when a variable is labeled, no, we do not label variables as categorical or quantitative unless we check the context. So depending on the question you're trying to answer, that is when you determine, is this variable quantitative or is it categorical? All right, so here I have an example that says, note all variables that are numbers or numerical in its form are not always quantitative. And this is an example where you say males from 0 to 9, meaning you have a category that males can fall in between 0 and 9. It could be 0 to 9 as a number given to them, or 0 to 9 as an age group. And in this case, you don't know which male is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, but the category is given where you place this male under. Another one is the area code for your cell phone. If you live in Jamaica, your area phone is going to be 876. If you live in South Carolina, you're going to be 843. If you live in North Carolina, you may be 828, or some persons in New York will be 347. So even though these data values are numbers, they are not a numerical form because there's no unit attached to this. So very importantly, I'm going to go back to the other slide. And when you think about quantitative variables, a unit is given, or a unit can be derived. So an example of this would be like height. And you know height, in this case, has a unit. It can be in feet, it can be in inches, it can be in centimeter, it can be in meter, it can be in millimeter, and the list goes on for height. And some persons would say that height can also be categorical. And if you think about height being categorical, H-E-I-G-H-T, it's either you are tall or you are short. Or some people would put medium in it as well, if they're talking about different heights of things instead of saying people. Alright, so these are labels for height. But on this side, these are quantities that are units that height can be measured in. So it all depends on you and the context you're looking at these variables in. You will see that it may differ. Another one is age. And age has a unit. And unit for age can be you giving me your age according to years, you giving me your age according to months, you giving me your age according to days. Alright? And so these are considered to be units of age. So if you say you're 18, you're 18 years old. If the baby is 24 months, you say the baby is 24 months old. Or some people would say 2 years, depending on where you live. Alright? But age can also be considered a categorical variable. And if you look at this, you'll see what I'm saying. So, they'll ask you how many infants are in your household or how many elderly persons are living there. So if you think about infants, then you go to toddlers, then you go to teens, then you say young adults, and the list goes on. Elderly. Age, in this case, is going to be a categorical variable because infants, toddlers, teens are labels given to children or people of a particular age group. So here, even though they have units in the background of it, the face value that you're seeing, they're basically labels describing people of different age group. All right, and so other examples of quantitative and quality and categorical data, they varies, and so always check your context before you label them as categorical or quantitative data. And I hope you understand this video. If you have any question, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to assist you. All right, thank you very much for joining. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, please, and turn on your post notifications so you can see my future videos or updates or live streams, whatever the case may be. I'll see you